Hello, I'm Dirty Dan. Some call me a whistle pig, even a woodchuck. But here in these East Tennessee hills, I'm just a groundhog. And I mosey around here, and I love vegetable gardens. But there's none in my range, so I just stick to the old woods. I roam these ridges, find some tasty roots, nuts, tree bark, weeds even out in the fields. But I love to forage. And especially, I love acorns. You have to get them while you can because they don't last too long. Everything in the woods loves these acorns, so I have to fatten up on them before I take my nap in November. But I have to watch out for old Billy Bob here. He's always sneaking around these woods. And old Charlie Coyote, him and his buddies, they love nothing better than have me for lunch. So I have to look out for them. And I come and go, and I live in a place called the Rock Motel. It's a little cave under a rock, and I live in the first hole and the first crack to the right. And it's a busy place, I'm telling you. They don't call this a motel for nothing. And during the day, little friends like Ricky, here eating his little walnut, he loves this little perch. Loves to bring whatever he can find to eat and set it up on this perch. But he don't bother nothing at all. And the little wood thrush here, we call Woody, he's a good friend. He makes some beautiful noises. Just listen at him sing. Even have other little friends here. Little young does, fawns. They're always snooping around during the day. But I don't mind them. But I don't care about this feral cat they call Old Yaller. He's always aggravating me. He makes me so mad, marking his sin on my rock. I always have to watch for him when I come in. Don't know where he's at. He may try to jump me, so I have to keep my sharp eye out for him. And I always call out to my mate, where's she at? I guess that's why they call us a whistle pig. But we're just called old groundhogs here in the ridges of East Tennessee. But at night, this place is busier than a food mart at first of the month. I share it with possums, but they keep their little den on in another crack in the rock. And they always packing leaves in here to make them a bed. Even a little old friend here we got that was born handicapped, called Sidewinder. And he comes and goes too. And a couple other friends too of his. And it's home to about 5 or 6 different skunks. And they come and go all the time. And it's a busy place. But they all seem to share, and we all seem to get along. Now these old coons, there's Mr. and Mrs. Rocky. They live here too. But they go under this rock too. And they can cause havoc sometimes, I'll tell you. But me, I just like to lay out on the patio when it's nice and relax when I'm not being disturbed. It's so peaceful here. But there's always something going on to wake me up. Never fails. And there's an old human here runs around. He comes around about once a week through here. But he don't seem to bother nothing. Just seems like he's always poking around. And I seem to notice he's always fooling with these little old boxes that's on these trees. I see them all over the woods. He seems he's always opening them up and fooling with them. And every once in a while, he feeds us all some treats. And I really love that. You have to fight to get your share. But every time I see one of these little boxes, I'll stop and look at it. Say hi. So you never know. Seems like I'm being watched all the time. I'll see them all over the woods. So I just check them out. Move on. And I got a little cousin down here in the fields. His name's Bruiser. He's always on the move too. But I got a missus here. This is Diane. And me and her's trying to start a little family, out strolling around. And she's always making me clean house, packing leaves for a bed. Keeps me busy. And we fuss every once in a while. Like she don't want me going in there sometimes. I just want to lay down. So I just hang around out on the patio, keep to myself, let things cool down. Just relax. It'll get better. But we make up. We kiss and make up every once in a while. Go about our own way. And we go out on little strolls together. We go out foraging together. And we watch out for each other too. But she's always making me clean house. Always getting leaves, packing them in. But when our little young grows up, and the way we do it, when they get old enough to be on their own, it's time to move them out. They can find their own little hole somewhere. So we just put them in our mouths and pack them off. And hope they don't come back home. That's just part of growing up, being a groundhog. And it's a hard day's work, I'll tell you. But they even want me to predict the weather, so I come out on Groundhog Day, and I swear I didn't see my shadow for the last 2 years. But nobody believes me. But I like to just lay around and take it easy when I can. When they let me rest, I like to just lay and rest and daydream all day long on this old rock. I dream of someday getting revenge on them coyotes and protecting all my little friends. But that's just my favorite dream is me and my friends starting a little bluegrass band called the Dirty Dan Band. But I know that's just daydreaming. So I just pass my time and take it easy till somebody wakes me up and I go about my way. So that's just my little life here on the ridge. Old Dirty Dan's life.
Thanks for watching this little comical look at Dirty Dan. God bless, and I'll see you next time.